What's up, guys? I'm Brian Kelly. You can find us on kellyfamilyfitness.com or our YouTube channel, Kelly Family Fitness. I'm going to bring to you today a full body workout with just a little mini band, a little hip circle, whatever you want to call these. You can get these for about $3 on Amazon. Super handy, and we can get your whole body a nice little workout with just this little guy. Now, they come in different tensions, and if you need heavier, great. If you want lighter, I'm sure you can find lighter than this. But I'm going to run you through this systematically. Keep in mind that for exercise to be effective, it's all about the order you put it in. So I'm going to put this in an order where you get the most bang for your buck. We'll go through it together. Just watch me and then try it later. And then my intention would be for you to go through and do this 2 or 3 more rounds. So I'll show you 30-second sets, taking little breaks in between. I'll try to explain as we go, and that way you understand everything you need to be doing. And we'll go through it. So 30-second sets on the timer. We're going to start out with our band around our knees for a squat. So this will go just above the kneecap. And my goal on this is to use this band to get a little extra activation out of my hips. And what's going to happen is with my toes my feet a little bit wider than my shoulders, my toes slightly pointed out, I'm going to push my knees out on the descent phase of the squat to really get some extra activation out of my hips, okay? So the wider they go, the better. If I can push them outside my stance, even better. But here's what it looks like in full speed. So we're chin chest up, knees out, and I'm keeping them out as I'm pushing up too. I don't want my knees to roll in. I'm going to keep them out the whole time. I can increase activation with a little pause, or I can go fast to get my heart rate up. Both are good. 30 seconds is all we're doing. Knees out, chin chest up, keeping the heels down. Make sure your heels are not coming off the ground. You really want to stick your butt out. From this one, we're going to move into a pendulum for our hips. Band to go down to the ankles. I'm going to push my heel straight out to my side. I don't want to push toe. I want to leave this with my heel. So it's out and back, other side. And this is our hip pendulum. I'm not karate kicking it. I'm just slowly bringing my heels to the outside of my body. My core is tight. I'm pushing those heels out. I'm also getting a nice little burn on the base leg, as well as the leg that's doing the hip abduction. Okay, from here, we're going to go to a 45-degree hip extension. On this one, we're going to do 30 seconds on each leg. We're going to be in kind of an athletic stance with toes straight ahead. I'm going to pull my heel back and out to the side at the same time. And again, I want to lead this with my heel. I don't want to externally rotate my foot. Keep the tension into that glute. We want to pull the heel back and to the side at the same time. Right about 45 degrees. Getting that nice burn going in the hips. Nice burn going in this base leg. All my weight staying in my front leg. A little break, now we'll do the other side. 8 seconds. And again, I'm going to start out of a partially squatted stance and just pull this heel back. I can lean into this more and get a little bit more butt. I can stand up taller and keep my leg a little bit straighter and get a little more hamstring. But ideally, I'm keeping all my weight on this front leg and pulling this heel back into the side. Getting this great burn here just by keeping all my weight on that one leg. From this position, we're going to go to our first core exercise, which is the bug. Band will go around the tops and bottoms of your shoes. We're going to start it out of a tabletop position. Hands touch knees. I'm going to extend one leg out and one arm back. And I'm trying really hard to keep my low back pushed into the ground. and really trying to fight this motion. Trying not to let this leg move. It is giving resistance from this hip flexor as I go into hip extension with the other side. Twofold benefit there. Short break, going to the other side. And again, this is crossbody, so it's one leg and the opposite arm will go away from each other at the same time. 8 seconds. Shoulders up. Keeping that back into the ground, really trying to bear down on those abs. Just taking my time and squeezing, trying to make that motion as effective as possible. It's a great little core exercise. It's actually a rehab exercise too. You'll see a lot of people do this for lower back rehab. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a low back exercise where we're gonna take our band, we're gonna bring it up to just above the knees. We're gonna be in this kind of quadruped stance. I'm gonna extend one leg straight back and one arm out. So basically the opposite idea of what we were doing on the bug. This is almost like a bird dog that we're gonna weight with our band. And I want this leg to go straight back. If it goes up too high, my band will roll up my thigh. I can already kind of feel it. But if I take my time and just push that leg straight back, I can kind of prevent that a little bit. Go that other side. And 2, 1, straight back. Now as I'm doing these, I'm trying not to lift this hip up. I'm trying not to open that hip. I want my pelvis to stay parallel to the ground, but that's definitely easier said than done. You just take your time and you try to be cognizant of it. And I'm extending my right leg and my left arm at the same time. Great little low back, nice little compliment on the hip. From here, I've got one more core. It kind of starts into our upper body work. I'm gonna be in a pseudo push-up position. I'm gonna do a row. What I wanna do here is trap my band with one hand and then row. And again, I'm not trying to twist, I'm actually trying to fight it. I want to try to keep my hips parallel to the ground. This will serve as an anti-rotation exercise, almost like a power press. Head is out in front of the hands, hips are square, abs are tight. Shake that out for a second. The other side, you can already tell, hey, this stuff ain't easy. When you try it, you'll find out the same. I'm gonna trap this band down with my right hand now. Wide stance, core tight, row outside, left side of my chest. And I'm just trying to pull that elbow higher than my back. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Get that lat to engage. Keeping my core tight. Trying not to twist. There it is. Woo! That's a good one. All right, overhead raise. We're gonna start out straight arms, band over the hands. I'm gonna activate in and then pull overhead. Nice and tall. Activate, pull overhead. Trying not to bend my elbows. I don't want to do C's with my arms. Try to keep nice and straight. This is activating my posterior delt, stretching out my lats, working my overhead extension. From here, we're gonna do a rehab exercise. We're gonna do a scapular retraction. This is good for rounded shoulders, same position, but now I'm gonna open my hand, pull it back behind me and pinch my shoulders. So from this position, open. Chin is up, chest is out. Try to turn my thumbs away and pinch shoulders. And you can really get good activation into your rhomboids, even your lower trap on this is much harder than it looks. I'm really just trying to put the priority on pinching my shoulders back. Staying nice and tall. Okay. From here, we're gonna go to a rotator cuff. Same position on the hands. Arms are gonna be at 90s. And I'm gonna try to visualize pulling my knuckles apart without moving my elbows. So I'm just here. My wrists are straight. Trying not to get into this big wrist extension. I'm just gonna pulse my hands apart. And this will get your shoulders on fire. This is awesome. You wouldn't think that 30 seconds, the rubber band could be that challenging, but ooh, I'm talking on fire. All right, bent row. I'm gonna try to pull my band apart and then do my bent over row motion. I'll be trunk parallel to the ground, low back arched, pull apart, and then squeeze my shoulder blades. And I'm keeping that tension into that band and slowly pulling that band to the bottom of my chest, a nice shoulder pinch. And this is starting to get into my lats. My posterior delts are just screaming from the previous 3 exercises. I think the row and push-up position definitely fired it up, but then the following 3 really kick your butt. Okay, lateral hand walk. I'm gonna take this out of push-up position. I'm gonna start with this around my hands or wrists, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna just walk to the side and back. Straight arms, head out in front, just straight arm pulling my hand outside my shoulders. Keeping that core tight, trying to keep that diagonal line from the back of my head to my upper back to my tailbone. I'm just working. Whew. Okay, wide push-up. Band's gonna stay around my wrists, keep that activation in my outer shoulders. Wide grip, push up. Going down. All the way down and up. These could be on your knees if you need it. The other way to do it is to lower down and then reset it, or even inchworm it, whatever you need. Whew. Okay, 2 for the arms. We'll do our tricep press first. I'll trap the band right on my shoulder and then press straight down away from it. And I'm just cupping the top of my hand for leverage and then extending the elbow all the way down outside my body. I'm not pulling this to my thigh. I want to lock that elbow out, so I'm going outside my body. Little pause at the bottom. Flex that tricep. There it is. Now do the other arm. Cup the shoulder. And I'm trying to get full extension of this elbow to really get that tricep. Let's do one for the lateral head of the tricep. Just taking my time. Nice and tall. Locking that elbow out. My arms are screaming. It's not even the weight, it's everything else that I did. And that's what I'm always saying. It's the order you put things in that determine how effective your exercise is. It's all about the order. Position comes next, You want to get that exercise set up correctly. Bicep curls are our last one. I'm going to step on the band, underhand grip, curl hand to shoulder. Keep my elbow a little bit out in front. I don't want to drag back. And I'm working this bicep curl. Now for some of you, this might be a little bit heavy. For others, it might be a little bit light. If it's light, you could make it a preacher curl and trap that elbow right at the top of your knee. For others, they may want to just take their hand and lock in somewhere in their lower body and then curl from here. You could easily do this to reduce the tension. For me, you need to be standing on it. You don't want to have to get really sloppy with your form to make an exercise happen. You want to try to hold good position to get the best results, and you scale it to learn it. And as you get stronger, you make it more complex. You make it harder, you make it heavier. You can do more reps, you can do less reps. A lot of ways you can make that harder. Anyway, I got a good sweat going. If you didn't follow along. I think they're great exercises. I do hope you give it a shot. We work hard on this channel to put out good content. Like it, subscribe to it, message us. Heck, whatever you need, we're there for you. Thanks for watching.